flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Going to the run, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
27, jump.
Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. Pocket breaking down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will ready to dial up ball plays. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
A huge third down coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab. It's Sheffield. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the groupers send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Fires to the big fella. Still running at the 40. Gives him the big stiff arm. Guided out of bounds at the 22. Good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. They'll go to the ground. He's loose. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just kind of give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Perry. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see, just does a great job breaking tackles.
Looking for the end zone. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football and make sure you get them on the ground.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Handoff from the gun. It's a seam wide open. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play.
Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Groupers.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He's got it out. Can they catch him? That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously, you've got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Quickly trailing by 2 touchdowns, down 21-7, and really important to get something out of this drive. The give on the option. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And that's exactly how you draw it up. And that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam. Next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. Breaks the tackle. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Trying play action. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Groupers line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. This should be the last play of the quarter. They believe they can run right here. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll ride the hot hand. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run. They get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
The lone back's got it. Makes it past the marker. Wide open spaces. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. You see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. You know, don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to ride this running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
Touchdown, Tiger! Fired in from the red zone for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. It's Chandler. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's a quick throw after the left. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller has done.
There he goes! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Green. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Leaves it with the batter. He breaks a tackle. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Great play by the defense there. And listen, they got to do more of this. Running backs obviously had a lot of success. They got to continue to stop this run game, be physical, and not let this guy beat them.
To the air, it's Van Buren. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously, the play.
Touchdown, LSU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the groupers will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
2nd down coming up. Wants to throw. It's Van Buren. Just a short pass to the tight end. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted.
Expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
LSU, 42, and 7.
Yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? From the shotgun, the inside give. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Off play action on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
I think receivers really separate themselves with body control. To be able to hang in the air but stay in bounds and keep that foot on the ground. Unbelievable job catching the football and staying in bounds near the sidelines.
The official says no good. I guess the idea was to chip away at a big lead. Consider the lead not chipped away at. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Groupers will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that 1st half momentum rolling. Going to the run to start this 2nd half.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Tight end now in motion. Running behind that left side. Shakes off the defender. He's out of bounds a little bit short of the 40-yard line. Let's mark it at the 38. The running game doing work. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Still looking on the move. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
I love it. The defense brings extra bodies near the line of scrimmage. They choose to blitz, get to him, try to speed up the processor just a little bit, force this scramble, no damage done. Nice job by this defense making him think really quickly and make a decision.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference. Defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Pulls it in. It's Brown. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. And the Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Rides to back and leaves it. Jukes his way for more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to throw, it's Van Buren. Buys a little time with his feet. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. On the option. Quick toss. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the groupers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The groupers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here's the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You know, you better form tackle better on defense. You had a chance to make a big play, missed the running back, and as a result, he's getting positive yards. Defense has to do a better job of finishing.
Looking for space, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first down.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Vanderbilt is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jay Cutler, this might not be over just yet. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Georgia State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Turns it on in midfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the first down with the run.
And the groupers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. Hand off from the shotgun. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. They go back to work in the final period of this one. On the option. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And they cut into this lead a little bit, but, man, it's still a huge deficit. And they're going to need their defense to get a stop in this 4th quarter and get them the ball back quickly, still down by a good bit of points.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Breaks into the open. Lots of running room. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the fly motion. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Looking for a man. It's Van Buren. Makes the grab. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. And the Tigers are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He slings it deep to the left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. Just drives it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the 4th quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
There he goes. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line. Up of 1.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Here we go, here we go. Trying to do it on the ground. LSU will get a first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here. Gives it on the option. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Can't get him to the ground. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning